Hey everybody, welcome back. I've been away for a little bit longer than intended. I've been putting a lot of work in on my Pokemon channel, and I ended up having a lot of footage from my next episode here get corrupted. So I've had to do a lot of mixing and matching. And over that time, I had been working on the zoo quite a bit, trying to get the vibe right for what I want the zoo to look like. So it's been a very slow going process, but I feel really good about the way the zoo's going, which is creating the groundwork for the rest of the zoo. So I apologize that this is going to be a little bit fragmented, I guess you could say. I tried to do my best with the footage I still had, and let's see if we can make this zoo look good. Alright, so there you saw some work on the zoo, and there's a lot more than that I did record that I lost, and there was a lot that I did that it was just testing and trying to get things worked out. Oh, these are a lot of horses. So I've got to make a horse delivery to the zoo. I'm currently working on the horse enclosure, and these horses should finish filling it all up. This is a lot of mobs to be dragging. Hopefully we all get there okay. And, oh, it's noon, great. So, the horse enclosure, it's currently being worked on. I haven't got a whole lot in there, so it's kind of lackluster so far, but I'm working on it. And I figured I'd finish populating it and maybe get a little more horse inspiration. There's a lot to show you in the zoo. You may have noticed the barn from Handcrafted. I've brought that over. Time Architect originally designed that, and him and I built it over on the Handcrafted series, where we were trying to make our very own mob zoo. And we would have finished if it wasn't for ZetaCraft coming along and offering us this amazing position on their server. And so the zoo never got finished, but now I'm hoping I could finish it here in memory of our old zoo. Okay, we've got our first real view of the zoo coming in. This is the edge of the horse enclosure. Those are the custom trees I've been working on. I think I've got 8 or 9 giant trees currently, and then some smaller versions of them spread throughout. Probably won't put a whole lot more of those trees in because it's all about the vibe of the area, and this is more for forest land type creatures. I want to ride you guys. I just want to get your leashes off, please. Come on. Come on. No, I don't want to ride you. Nope. And with that, all 10 horses have been safely delivered to the zoo. There's already a lot of other horses out here, but now we've got a ton of them, and it'll be populated enough so you can see the horses from the path with little difficulty. All right, well, it's getting nighttime. Let me go sleep really quick, and then we'll start talking about the zoo. Beds. This is a rest station for the zoo. The zoo's going to be pretty big, and you never know where you're going to be when nighttime hits. And though the zoo's going to be safe, you might not want to be walking around in the dark. So I've made this little sleeping area / amenities to rest away the nights. This is the only one so far, but I'll be spreading more of these throughout the area. And this was an existing building that was like a smithing villager building, and I've just kind of retrofitted it slightly to be a rest stop. Here's our trash cans that are going to be spread throughout, and we've got water coolers as well. You never know when you're going to get thirsty. Okay, so here's my big trees, and over here is the bear enclosure. This is the first enclosure I actually made. Do feed the bears here, and you'll see if we take one of the, ouch. The bears just love sweet berries, and if we throw it on the ground, they'll eat them up. Very nice. And I've planted these sweet berry bushes throughout the enclosure, and the bears just love it that way. They'll wait by them, and as the berries grow, they'll eat them off of the bushes. We've got a nice little cave here for them to sleep in when it gets snowy or rainy. And we even got a bee's nest over here, which when it fills up with honey, they will take the honey out of it. So they love that extra special little treat. We've got another little section over here, and this leads off to the future of the zoo. These rocks in here are all custom detailed rocks that I've built. I'm going to be trying to go pretty high detail on every little inch of the zoo, but that's going to take a while. And over here we have the raccoon enclosure. Now you'll see these lecterns around. These are going to be for information about whatever animal is within the enclosure. And if we hop on down, we can take a little look. They got a little tunnel to go through. They've got a nice little pond in here. They've got berries galore to eat, and they've even got this cool little den in here. And as you may have just noticed, on this side of the den, you can see in. So if you're walking the path, you can look in through here and check them out. Now let's continue along this way. This is the end of the current zoos so far. The horses are as far as I've made it out. And we've got sort of like fields. We got a little bit of raised rock structure here. We've got a big random wheat field here because you often see horses running in fields of plants that look like wheat. So that's what this is all about. And there's all the new horses I just brought, waiting to mingle in with all these existing ones. Now heading back towards the front of the zoo, we go to raccoons. And over here, this is our duck exhibit. This is the duck pond, and you can walk around the entire pond and check it out from all the different angles. Maybe you want to sit and watch the ducks, maybe feed the ducks. But anyway, we've got this cool little duck tree here. Yeah, the ducks love that tree. We got another little rock. Yep, the ducks love it in this little pond. And as we come over here, we get to this blue and orange building you saw me building. I got most of it in the time lapse, but there was a lot of little like detailing like this stuff here where it's kind of beat up a little bit that didn't make it, but I'll show you it now. Now this is the workhouse for the zoo. We've got animals waiting to be delivered to different sections. Nice big open entrance for me to fly in and out when I'm busy working on things. And we've got our water source here. We've got a double composter. We've just got all the amenities, all the stuff from chipped, everything you need, hopefully, to be able to work out here in the zoo. And we got storage with all the different stuff that we use. We've got a snow farm here where the snow ends up down here, which is just great because I'm going to be using a lot of snow and I already have. It's a really helpful workshop area while trying to look fitting and vibrant in a mix of looks. You may notice this is a lot more vibrant than some of the other things. It's because it's just the first of them. I'm going to have a lot of different styles of buildings out here, not to mention the fact that there's going to be other Zetas building things as well. And this is one of the styles that I'm going to kind of mix throughout. More poppy, high saturated color buildings. Fun stuff for the kids. And we've got some donkeys over here. We've got a lizard waiting to go. And then over here, you notice this is the backside of the barn. Time Architect's wonderful barn. And I've now built it twice just like he did, which is kind of cool. We've got a little trailer here ready to deliver goods around the zoo. And here we've got all the pigs. Well, maybe not all of them, but we got a lot of the different versions of pigs here. I'm still figuring out how many different types there are of the pigs. And over here, we've got the cows. This is every type of cow currently in our version of the game. And if you haven't guessed yet, this is going to be the livestock exhibit of the zoo. It is a functional barn, but it's also going to be where we're going to house all of the animals classified as basic livestock. And in here, you can see we've got some prize sheep. We've even got a Jeb sheep back here that doesn't want to really show, but you can see it's changing colors. We've got a couple cows in here. We even got a cow head already. Whenever I can get the head for the lectern, it will be on the lectern. And we've got some chickens, not to be confused with the ducks in the duck pond. And over here we got some more of the pigs. There's a lot of variations on face type in this pack, but I'm not going to get them all with all the different colors. This is just, here's some sheep. And look, there's another sheep. Over here, this is a grain silo. Yep, grain pours out of here. And this is the mural. Something fun for the kids I thought I'd make. We got a koala, an elephant. Oh yeah, that's the sheep over there. We've got a lion and a snake. And I might do more of these around the place because I have seen stuff like this in zoos in the past and I thought it was a cool addition. Over here down the path you can see we've got what is obviously a pink deer. And if we look in, we've got deer all over the place. They're easily spooked, so if you shift, they might not spook as much. Or if you're holding an apple, they'll love you. But you'll see we have salt licks around the area. This one's going to need replacing soon. And we got a bunch of berry bushes, and the deers just love it in here. And if we come around back towards the bears, there's a little bit of a lunch spot here and a nice overview of the deer pen. Now if we head down this way, we got another little intersection here. There's going to be info about the deer here. And then over here, there's where the bed building is. But up here we have one of our first shops in the zoo. It's a balloon. And 1 emerald per balloon. This is an actual shop, so anybody can come in and buy them. You got balloons here, just put an emerald in and take a balloon. Yep, and you can have all sorts of cool, stylish balloons to have fun in the zoo with. This is the start of Kenzie's major project where she's going to build a monorail throughout the zoo. She's working on a design for the rail in creative currently, but she has built this amazing monorail station, I guess you would call it. And as you can see, we're at the entrance of the zoo. And over here, on each side, we have a big bench for big groups of families coming in, and we got some snacks for them to already start spending their money. We've got some water for them. And over here in the middle of the entrance, we have me, the statue of pompousness, because look at me, and I'm making the zoo, and I'm so cool. I'm sparkling. I'm creating sparkly magic or something. Anyway, Guru has brought down Fluffy for all the guests to hang out with, to greet him at the entrance. The big, lovable mammoth. And I made it a partner, Buffy. So we got Buffy and Fluffy now. What is that? Oh, it's a lightning bug. Okay. So here we have a little entrance to a little side-themed area. Obviously, a little snowy area. Getting the vibe right for the mammoths. And it looks like they're freezing a little bit, but they probably don't mind. Now, you may see these barrels around this area. And if we follow this little snowy path here that's kind of been carved in, you can see there's another barrel. And there's cool decorations all over. How about these little penguins I made? I kind of love this little guy. Anyway, back over here, you can see there's another barrel. And these barrels are full of snowballs. This area is perfect for snowball fights. We got bunkers all over the place where you can pelt your friends or maybe people you don't know that are playing the game with you. Yeah, so this little area is fun for everybody and helps to jumpstart the laughs before heading into the rest of the zoo. Now if we head down here, we are back in this main entrance area. Here you can see the map of everything, and this is what's been done so far. This is the horse enclosure here, and then you can see ducks, livestock, bears, deer, and you are here. Looking good. Can't wait to see what this place looks like when it's done. One other thing, right over here, we've got a charged creeper exhibit. Yep, this guy wasn't a problem to get and put in here, but I've done it, and I even got him ahead, and we've got the anatomy of him and everything, and all the info you need about charged creepers. We got big tables for you to hang out with your friends and family. We got stuff here for sale. You can buy things with emerald here, all sorts of food for your time at the park. And if you don't have any, there's even stuff here where you can get some spare food. And there's some stuff here you can sell them to make your own emeralds, so you have more emeralds to spend in the rest of the park. Which is admittedly a bit of a problem. I don't have a ton of emeralds to give out. Most of my emeralds come from trading this season, and I'll be giving most of those emeralds back to the traders to buy things, so I don't have a whole lot. And there's no one selling emeralds on the server this season, so I was thinking I'd make a raid farm to get all those sweet, sweet emeralds we need here, so I can give them out all over the place, and it's no big deal if you come here without emeralds. So let's get to building the raid farm. I've used this raid farm once before. It was made by another Minecraft YouTuber. I think his name was BlazeDude. Not positive at the moment, but I will have a link for this farm in the description. So check it out if you want to build the same one. Yeah, I was all excited to have the farm done. I got a bunch of levels of Dark Omen, came in, and the raid appeared, and boom, no mobs came. And then it dawned on me, I did this before, I'm pretty sure, in Handcrafted. Same raid farm, same terrible placement, and I have to build it down in an ocean somewhere or something. So let's do this again. So let's tear this farm down, and we're going to rebuild it out in the ocean because that's where it's supposed to go, at ocean level, with no land within a certain distance. So let's rebuild this thing right and start those emeralds pouring in for us. Turns out the small raid farm isn't the way to go for emeralds. Yeah, I should have built one of those super stacking modern emerald raid farms that produce 1 billion emeralds in a minute, but I wasn't sure if those actually still work in this version, and I was being kind of lazy even though I had to tear down the original one and build it again, and it was just a big process moving the villager all over the place, but I did it. We got a raid farm, and I'm going to need some ravagers and some of those things probably for the zoo, and yeah, that's a many thousand blocks away, but that might be the way we get them. But yeah, these villagers are the way to go for trading. I've got tons of emeralds now, just trading with my villagers with the intent of keeping the emeralds for the zoo. So I'm going to spend a lot of time here and maybe make some more, even though this place is a mess. I don't like putting them in pens this season, though. It doesn't feel very animal, or does it? They should be in pens. Kind of blew it. Anyway, I got emeralds to get. So as for now, I'm going to get going. Thanks for watching the episode, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the zoo, and let's keep the fingers crossed that in the future no more zoo footage gets corrupted, because I got a lot to show you guys. All right, everybody. See you later.